Well guys, I introduced you to the new farm truck. It's a 2014 Toyota Tundra, and I love almost everything about it. But I came across one thing that is almost a deal breaker for me in trucks, because finding a solution to the problem was a little bit difficult. We're gonna share that with you today. Now guys, I wish that I had a little bit of footage from the back seat of my 2004 Dodge Ram diesel truck before I cleaned it out, because I keep junk in my truck. I keep tools in my truck. I keep everything that I might need on whatever project I'm working on in the back of my truck. You know, that old Dodge, I mean, it was kind of a junky old truck, so I didn't care to junk it up. But what that Dodge had going for it, it is the seat folded up, and it had all kinds of storage space underneath that seat. So that gave me a lot of options for tow straps, chains, extra hitches. So I had a 2-inch ball and a 2 5/16 ball and all the different things that I would need. Jumper cables, jump start pack, the whole works. And I could keep most of that stuff under the seat and then still have plenty of room for tool bags and all those things in the back seat if I needed. And upon first impressions, the back seat of this Toyota Tundra SR5 package truck is pretty impressive. I opened the back doors and I was like, whoa, Shaquille O'Neal could sit back here and have plenty of room. This is awesome. I didn't give it any more thought. Drove this sucker home from the dealer feeling like I had just found my dream farm truck, because it's a whole lot nicer than what I had. And I was really excited about it. You know, it's a 2014, it's got some miles on it, so it's not an expensive truck, but it's a nice truck for me. Tow capacity 10,500 pounds. It's gonna do what I need it to do around the farm. I cleaned out my old Dodge to get it ready to sell, and I had the vitals, you know, all those things that I mentioned earlier that I wanted to put in this truck. So I started looking, and I fold up the seat. Well, that's interesting. The floor comes up, and I'm not sure what's under there. Let's look. I don't know. Not much of anything. The seat goes all the way down against the floor, so I don't get to put anything underneath the seat. So I thought, well, okay, so the storage just got to be behind the seat. So let's fold the seat down. There's no button, there's no lever. And you know, I don't like to read instructions, so I spent 5 minutes looking around for a way to fold this seat down. Finally, I gave up, and I went to the forums. I got on the Google, and I searched how to fold down the rear seat in a 2014 Tundra. And I figured out that the only way to do that is to mod the truck, which is not something I'm going to do. There's no storage behind the seat. So unless I want to just pile all the tools right in the floor space, right in the footwells of the back seat, well, where am I going to put all my stuff and keep it out of the weather? So I took to Amazon for some solutions, and today that's what I'm going to share with you, because I have to have a place to put my tow straps and my chains and my tools and all the things that I need with me in my truck. And there are some creative options out there, and I think I found really the most affordable way to solve this problem that's not going to get in the way of the other functionalities of the truck. So we're going to get to work installing those things. We'll share with you what we came up with, and we'll put links to these products down in the description, because we bought them off of Amazon. We're not sponsored, but we do earn commission on Amazon. And so if you like the products and you want one for your truck, if you use our link to get to Amazon, you can buy any style you want, and we get credit for sending you to Amazon. So I'd appreciate you helping us out by using those links. Jesus, save my soul. Now guys, before we get started, I'm just gonna say we've got a little bit of fan noise, but we're just gonna have to deal with that because it is just too hot to be out here without them. One of the other things that's not necessarily a positive about this truck is that it has a 5.5-foot bed. Now, that's kind of just the way of the US truck market. My Ram 2500 had a 6.5-foot bed. It just is what it is. I did just fine with that bed, so I'm not overly concerned with this, but I did think, man, it would be nicer to at least have that extra foot of bed space. So the first part of this solution, you've probably already realized what it's going to be. I'm pretty excited to have it. I've never had one, and that is a bed extender. And it's going to help us in two ways. Now, I will tell you that I did not go with the absolute cheapest option on Amazon, because I want this to be something that's going to hold up. This one had good reviews. I'll leave a link to it in the description, but this one had the best reviews in terms of ease of installation and quality of components and all of that. Now, it does have some plastic parts on it, but overall it feels like a good quality constructed component, so I'm pretty happy with it. Installation of this thing is really simple. It comes with a template that fits the side of your bed rail, so you know where to drill your holes and you don't make any mistakes with that. And you just drill this little latch and attach it onto your bed, and they've just got these little pins that are the keeper to hold that in, and a little rubber trim piece to kind of finish that off. Fits real nicely. And a couple of things about the way that this works: it comes with clips that fit your bed latches so that you strap it in place, and now it's kind of held down to your tailgate so that it won't be flopping around and bouncing around when you hit bumps. And then to release it, you just pull your tailgate lever and pull these out. Now, this is the main reason why I wanted this bed extender. Now, I did want the, couple of extra feet that it's going to give me for hauling, if I want to haul some longer boards or things like that. But when I'm not hauling longer boards and this is in storage mode, it gives me a great little compartment to keep things from sliding around the bed as I'm hauling them around. So that brings me to the next part of this, which is some storage containers to put my straps and chains and all of those things in. I actually already had these containers in the garage, so that's why they're a little bit dirty and weathered, because I've been using them already. But they're the perfect size for this, and there's not enough space here for them to slide around and fall over, and so I can put my tools and all of the things that I need inside of this. Now, I still am not finished, because these containers like this, these lids are not watertight, and I don't want to just roll around with tools and things in here and end up getting rain down inside the container and ruining my equipment. So the next thing that we got is a tonneau cover. I'm not an enormous fan of some tonneau cover models out there. Tonneau covers are one of those things that generally I thought of them as something that's not made for a work truck, especially paint matched fiberglass, really nice bed toppers, as we used to call them. They get in the way of getting work done in general. But I have, in the past on my Tundra, I had a tonneau cover on that truck that I loved because it was very easy to roll it up completely out of the way when I wanted to haul stuff, but it also was very durable. I had that truck for 5 years, and I had that tonneau cover on it the whole time, and it held up to everything that I did. So I was able to store things in the bed and keep them dry and have the tonneau cover, but also have it easy to get out of the way when I wanted to haul things and do work. So this tonneau cover, even though it's one of the cheapest models that you can get on Amazon, I recommend it because the durability was there for me, and it serves the purpose of keeping all these things out of the weather. So we're going to get this tonneau cover unboxed, get it installed on the truck, and we'll show you how it all works. So I don't intend to go through the whole installation with you on this because they're pretty straightforward to install, but I did notice one thing that is a quality upgrade from the last one of these that I own, and that is the way that the seal is made for the front part of the bed up next to the cab. On my last tonneau cover, the only thing that sealed out the rain from right up next to the cab was some of this self-adhesive foam sealer that was sent with the tonneau cover. Now, they sent some with this too, just in case you needed extra. But this tonneau cover actually has a nice high quality rubber seal that sticks down from the bottom, kind of like a weather strip on a door, that is going to go right across that top rail over there, and I've kind of scoped it out, and I don't think we're going to need any extra seal because that is going to keep all of the rain out. So we'll show you how all that works as we get into it. So I've just got this sitting on here. I haven't mounted it yet, but you can see the rubber strip comes all the way down in contact with the bed right here. So that's going to keep the rain from coming in the front of this. That way, you know, if you end up going on a trip and hauling luggage and things back here, it'll be safe and dry and you won't have issues. There are lots of nice options out there for tonneau covers, and you know, the fiberglass full cover tonneau covers are awesome if you're going to always use your truck for dry storage. The trifold covers are nice in that you can get a hard, solid top that still folds up out of the way. But what I don't like about all of those styles are you're still left with some of your bed being taken up here. So if you want to haul a piece of furniture that stands up tall, well, you lose that bed space that's up here. And that's what I like about this type of tonneau cover that rolls up here out of the way, because I'm not losing any bed space. So this, for a work truck, for me, is the right option, and it's the most affordable, so that makes it that much better. Now, the quality of this, even though this is one of the cheapest types of tonneau covers that you can get on Amazon, one of the things that this one has that my old Tacoma tonneau cover didn't is these support rails in the center are attached, so they roll up with it. Before, you had to roll up the tonneau cover, and then I had separate bars I had to take out and do something with to get them out of the way. But with this one, it's all attached. So this is an even better tonneau cover than the one I had before. Now, in order to attach this, you want to make sure that your Velcro on the sides is loose. And then this just goes right in those slots right there. And boom, snaps down into place. And then you can come back through here and kind of pull the Velcro tight. Make it look nice and neat. And I'm perfectly satisfied with this. Nice quality cover, and everything's sealed up and out of the weather. So guys, for just a touch over 300 bucks, I've solved my storage issue, made the truck look nice, given me a few more options for things that I can do with my truck. And I'll just show you real quick, you know, this bed storage, I got these boxes, so now I've got all my straps and jumper cables and a little travel tool container down in there, so I have a few things with me if I ever need a tool. And then on this side, I've got kind of my towing equipment. So I've got a tow strap, a chain, I've got my pintle hitch, and I've got a couple different size balls in case I need to switch things out in order to tow something. So these are just kind of the basic emergency tools that I want to always have in my truck. And then there will always be other things that I want to throw in there as well. I've got plenty of space to do that. And when I want to use my bed, well, I've got a big enough back floorboard that I can move these totes into the floorboard to get me home or do whatever I need there to get them out of the way. So all in all, I think this is a great little solution for the storage problems that the Tundra definitely has. Well guys, listen, I hope you enjoyed today's video, getting to see me get my farm truck ready to go to work. Until next time, get outside and enjoy God's creation, because it's beautiful out there. Y'all have a good day.